Hello. Oops, I forgot to adjust that beforehand. Hopefully that didn't sound awful. A pro streamer. I should make Max add that emote to this stream because I miss it. Hello, how is everyone? Can you guys hear me okay? Is the music okay? Do you like my Supremium Photoshop work I did in 5 minutes before the stream? Oh, Bren, hello, how are you? How are you doing? It's a bit loud. Let me turn it down a little. Oh yeah, that's like all the way up. Should have caught that. Should be in a better range now, but that song's also one of the annoying ones that you might not even be able to hear. So I'll change it. Melting, but okay. I'm good. I'm exhausted, but okay. Not melting today for once. I don't know if I remember where you are, Bren. I think if I remember correctly, then I have heard it's very hot there. You don't have to say it if you don't want to, though. Oh no. Well, the really Sir village is never. We now live in a world where summer will never end. We also don't get summer vacations, so it's just the worst of all things. Rio is hell. Yeah, I've heard it's bad. There's like a couple places around the world that I've just been hearing are like bad. Like the UK is really bad because they don't have their houses aren't built. They're built to keep heat in, and no one has like really good AC. So it's like they're just dying. And then there's and I know anywhere closer to the equator that isn't like tropical is like really bad. Is the music better now? Okay, just let me know. I can adjust it. It's just really hard for me to remember like visually on the meter where it should be, because Max always tells me, and then I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I see this, and then when I get on stream, I'm like, I don't remember any of these things that I was taught. There's a fry in my soup. Hello. I just have the type of memory where my brain will determine what things are important sometimes without my input, and it'll just say, that's not important. You can forget it. Good job. It's fun. It's real fun. Yeah, I see that cry. Okay, let's hide my ugly Photoshop work over here. Should we save this? Do I need this again? Maybe. You never know. Sure. Maybe I'll add to it every time I stream or something. Not committing to that. Yeah, I keep adding one thing each time. So it'd be like, Max sucks. Art is cool. Give myself like a little mustache. Great minds, something. I'm already dehydrated. I'm already feel parched and dehydrated, and we have just started. Also, speaking of being exhausted and poor decisions, look at this. Look what I did. That was all the candy I just shoved in my throat before we started streaming. I don't even like candy that much, but I just like, we had this Halloween candy sitting there staring at me, and I just felt like I needed to eat all of it. All of it. Look at this. My shame. That's probably why I'm dehydrated. Great minds are a bird of feather and they flock alike. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I got that that candy was given to me at Oogie Boogie Bash. So that was candy for me. And I was going to be smart and just give it out to the trick-or-treater so I wouldn't have to buy candy. But then me and Max ate it all. I mean, it was inevitable. The candy wasn't going to sit in a bowl on the table for over a month. Let's be honest. So, yeah. I don't like. I know. I'm sorry, Brent. I'm sorry. Well, there's some M&Ms left in the bucket. I didn't feel like M&Ms, so there's some of that left. I ate all the Skittles and Starburst, and all the Rice Krispie treats. Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? I'm opening what we're gonna work on today. We're gonna work on. We're gonna work on something today. Can you guys see this? Did that work? Did I do that? Am I streaming? Am I live? What day is it? What year is it? Who's the president? Okay, that's what I was looking for. Pizza, do you want to say hi? Pizza. They can see you. They can see your butt. Pizza. Hi. Get his head to show up. This is hard. Pizza. Okay, he went back to sleep. He said no thanks. Ah, that's what I forgot. I knew there was something I forgot. My keyboard LEDs. Can you guys hear them though? I don't hear them. Are they just randomly not causing a problem today? I don't think it's gonna make it until you're here, Village. I think the candy will be gone. I need Max. I yelled Max and he said, what? Oh, hi. Can you see if you can hear my LEDs on stream? We're doing it live. He's not happy with me, but that's okay because I need the lights on him. So I don't know what my homework keys are. Goodbye, candy. Yeah. You know what I made last night though, Village, was the best Rice Krispie treats I've ever had in my life. You can make more of those when you're here if you want to be bad. Okay, so this is my quick paint layer. So what I was thinking with this is I did this, yeah, the brown butter Rice Krispie treats with bourbon vanilla. But did you know that there's a fancy French term for browned butter? What if? I need to learn that term and I can't remember it. I think I can't hear the LEDs. Let me turn my keyboard off. Hold on. Beurre noisette. It translates to hazelnut butter. Beurre, how do I say that? Beurre, butter is beurre noisette. So instead of saying like brown butter, I can be like beurre noisette Krispy Kremes. Krispy Kremes. Rice Krispie treats. You guys, this is gonna be a night. Bear with me. I'm so tired. How do I say? Someone pronounce it for me. Cool. How do I pronounce it? Does Wikipedia have a pronounce thing? Thanks, Max. I have no clue how to say it. I've given up. But yes, it sounds way fancier, doesn't it? Okay. Anyways, I lost my train of thought again. All you know is that every chef you know struggles to say butter in French. Yeah, it should be something easier like la butter. Hi frog, how are you doing? I love your frog art, by the way. It has so much like character. I don't know how to explain it better than that. Okay. So here's my thoughts. Bear with me. I have this logo. There's a text. And I did like just like a flat version of it that I thought looked really good. But then I felt like I want this to work at small sizes to use for like thumbnails and stuff too. So like it would have looked good on like a t-shirt or whatever. But then when you get it like really small, it's just kind of like the lines kind of like don't look in like anything. Which to a certain extent is okay. But I just wanted to try something else. So we're just gonna like mess around with this tonight. So my thought originally was like, let's paint. That's my thoughts. Let's paint. I'm gonna move these lines. I'm gonna move this down below my line layers, and I'm gonna start painting in like what the colors could look like for this if it were like painted logo, like an old school painted logo. Yeah, that sounds Italian. Bear according to the Google Translate lady. Bear, like that. Mon petit chou. La maison. So the only French words I know. A blue egg pirate crew and a one shot to get a feel for their personality. So fun, I love it. There are some subtleties apparently to saying it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna say butter like Paula Deen taught me how. So what I was thinking is if we backlight it, like the book is like glowing and magic's coming out of it, we can make the words like behind where the text is be like the brightest part so that you've got high contrast there. And then for those of you that don't know who Paula Deen is, she's a home cook that became a celebrity chef here in the southern US of A. And she likes to add an extra stick of butter to about everything she makes. That's why everything she makes tastes delicious. How annoying would that be if that's the voice of my character next time we make characters for CNC? What do you guys think? Okay, so then I'm thinking, but the book pages need to be more like a faded like parchment color, right? Because and then they could like fade into the white, but they'll have to be something else first. So let's just like rough this in and see how we feel about it. Paula Deen, cleric of butter, praise be. I mean, say what you will about Paula Deen, she's got her problems, but I'm pretty sure food is delicious, and who doesn't love butter? Just saying. And then I was thinking if it was like a nice leather bound like tome, like a nice warm leather, we could add some more color to it like as we paint to make it feel a little more not just like brown, right? Let's do that. And then it'll turn out good. Butter isn't bad for you, it's just bad for your health. Also, you like her more than Martha Stewart. But why would you like her more than Martha Stewart? Paula Deen said some racist shit. What did she do? She had a scandal because she admitted to some racial slurs and used the N-word, which, like, I'm sorry, people that use the N-word and get like and like accidentally use it on like social media or like whatever, I'm like, you don't accidentally say those words unless you're saying them regularly, right? Like words like that don't even enter my brain for me to accidentally say them. Yeah, and then there was also something about, what was it? I think something involving a plantation, but that's like also just like every Southern woman, every Southern white woman in the South makes the mistake of doing something stupid at a plantation. She said she had a dream Southern plantation wedding and something about like having slaves, like paying people, like playing black people to pretend to be slaves and serve people. Yeah, she's a mess. Martha Stewart's way better than Paula Deen. And Martha Stewart, I mean, say what you will about her, her life story is actually really fascinating. It's actually really interesting. And we all know she hangs out with Snoop Dogg now. So what's not to like? That's the worst she said. Hi, Arkham. What do you mean? She shit talked the tables at our college. I mean, were they shitty tables? And do you feel loyal to them for some reason? Oh, I mean, yeah, but it's not an argument of like, who's the worst person. We were just saying that Village was just saying that I like Paula Deen better than Martha Stewart. And I was saying, nah, I'd take Martha Stewart over Paula Deen because Paula Deen said some racist shit. If we're gonna talk about like worst people ever, there's definitely some like much worse people who have said much worse things out there. A tome of art knowledge. I'm working on a tome of knowledge logo while shit. There was a siren just now. like whoa kind of siren. And I legit thought it was Max in the other room going, because he does that. And I was sitting here about to be like, Max, it's so loud. And then I realized, oh, that's an actual siren. Living with Max has broken my brain. Right, but I don't think, Arkham, that we should assume things of people for no reason. I'm not saying Martha Stewart is someone we should all love or adore. I'm just saying she hasn't publicly said anything racist that I'm aware of. Silent Hill is just spawning in your mind space. Oh my god, my brain is breaking so much. But yeah, so anyways, the point being, we're gonna make this, I'm trying a painted version of this logo, and if it doesn't work, then we'll just draw like an orc or something instead. So we're gonna give this a try real quick just to see, like, does this feel good? I don't know. Anyways, so I think I'm gonna do a darker color behind this stuff for now, because I just want to like have kind of like a backdrop for it real quick. And then we'll see, we can always change it. So I'm just roughing in some things. It'd be easier if I just did this. You know, it would be way easier is if I just did this. One of my dogs just farted. I can smell it and I'm dying. Dogs are the best. It does smell like Silent Hill. I'm using a Wacom Cintiq drawing pad. So it's not a drawing pad, technically it's a monitor with pen pressure sensitivity drawing capabilities. Orgs aren't even people now, just somethings. I want to draw my orc girl. I'm gonna play an orc in a D&D game soon. And I like her. My gosh, it smells so bad, dogs. Why? Oops. So yeah, I've got my stylus here, and then I've got a monitor over here that I'm drawing. I'm gonna try to be good today and not hurt my hand. And I think we need like another color. We need to bring like some other colors in for like coming out of the these kind of thing, right? I don't know if this is gonna work. I feel like I can see it in my head, but I can't. I'm having trouble getting it onto the paper, so we'll see. Let's see. I think a more like maybe a more painterly brush will help me when I start putting this stuff in too. What is that? What is this layer? Why did I leave? Why is this here? I was thinking more painterly, like an oil or an acrylic painting. Why is mush here? Did I leave this for myself as a present? I better zoom out before that gets caught on the recording. Let's label that so that I can't remove it now, but let's just label it and put it down here to be safe. Why was that here? That was my that was my goblin D&D character art that someone did, and it's just like hid in there. I can't believe that was there. Okay, so let's just like zoom out to get like a vibe for this. It's definitely like, I think reads better at a smaller size with the contrast. So it's just a matter of like, I think I need to like chunk up the book a little bit so it looks good, like smaller. So we'll just do that in an overpaint layer. And again, I don't know if any of this is gonna work, but sometimes you just gotta fuck around and find out, you know? I think we go like real chunky with it, right? I don't think I like this brush after all, though. Nope. Nope. Try this one for a little bit and see. It don't usually work like this, so it's a little bit harder, but it's okay. It's fun to like just try things out and see what works. The search for the perfect brush. Yeah. Yeah. not worrying too much about painting over those lines because I can bring those back up since I have those on a separate layer. So if you wonder like why I did all that work, it's fine. I'm just focusing on the colors and blending right. I need to get better at using my... Oh, that's right. I need to get better at setting up some hotkeys that aren't my keyboard for this stuff, but I don't have them set up right now. I'm wanting to do a lot more painting like this lately, like a lot more just like more freeform and relaxed style paintings. This is pretty fun. Will it work? Will it be worth it? I don't know. But at least I'm enjoying the process for now. That's something. Add some shadows to the book. I think I'm gonna do it using a multiply layer just to get the colors figured out. Same for the book. I might add these using like a highlight layer, but then I'll go back in and paint. That's what I want. Okay, I'm feeling okay about this. Let's zoom out and just like see how it feels, I guess. I think this will be a good use for our... I'm already really excited about that actually when I zoom out. What do you guys think? I feel like, you know, there's like old school painted logos. That's like kind of what I'm thinking. We don't really do logos that way anymore these days, I feel like. I was like, I really want to do the secondary window, but I didn't want that to be recorded. But then I realized I can just put it up on my other monitor. You guys won't be able to see it though. Yeah, the text pops so well. The hard part is to be like making the book read as a book. But it doesn't need to read at that tiny size. It needs to read at like slightly bigger sizes and then have recognition at the tiny size, I think. Because just because. Yeah. Okay, so I have 2 of these. I'll just like put this guy over there. I think that's probably fine. That way we can at least, we'll always have a good look at it small. Always a good thing to do. Oops. And we're not worrying too much about like the background and the borders right now. The goal is just to get the book and the logo looking really good where we're happy, and then we'll see what we want to do after that. Because I'm thinking if I do all the rainbow colors behind it, then the magic lines themselves could be like white and also glowy. We'll have to see what looks good. Hey Nicole, how are you? Oh my gosh, I will be right back. I just have to use the restroom. Why can't I function tonight? Okay. Okay, I brought my son to say hi. Say hi. Say hi, little man. I know you were sleeping and you're not happy that I made you get up, but you get free hugs. You love hugs. Yeah, you love hugs. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi, there's Auntie Nicole. He's like, I'm sleepy. Okay, bud. Bye. Thank you, bud. Good boy. Boy. He's just so cute. I had to. It's one of the hardest things about stream days is I get home and have to pretty much ignore. Oh, look, he's right there. He's right in the little bed. Oh, oh God. Okay, back to drawing. I guess I deserve that. the fuck, dude? No, not in there. Are you okay? Should I be concerned? Hi. It's so bad. Okay. Back to drawing. So I want a brighter purple right here. Nicole, we're drawing books. Were you like someone's talking about or drawing or making books and then you appeared? An Eldritch book. That'd be awesome. I should draw some Eldritch things soon. That sounds fun. Sounds like that would be a good time. Nicole, were you trying to talk to me about a horror movie thing like yesterday? What was that about? Explain. No, it's scary. It's is that Nicole Kidman in that one? No, it's scary. You know I don't like scary things. I like creepy, but I get scared really easily. Like I really almost didn't watch Crimson Peak, except that the costumes were so beautiful that I made it through. It's atmospheric. It looked really scary. I saw someone watching it next to me on like an airplane once and I got scared just from that. I worry you're underestimating how there's like scary children in it. How do you like that? You don't like scary children, do you? I'm gonna add some like red tones to this book just like to see. I don't know. I just like I've been wanting to play with just using color in places where maybe there wouldn't like traditionally be color. I don't know, like I've just been wanting to play a little more loose with color rules lately. So let's just see how that feels. I also would like to add some blue to it as the shadows. Maybe the under should be blue. You still have to use rules. That's the thing about doing weird stuff in art is you still want to have rules. The trick is no. Oh, okay. I had it backwards. We want red underneath, and I want blue. These dark sections right here, because that's where there's no light. That makes a lot more sense, actually. Now that I'm like... And it definitely helps if you look at the small one. Like, look at that. They're not, the kids aren't scary? I don't know, Nicole. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'll try it, but you have to come over and hold my hand while I watch it. That's the rule. I'm not gonna just like watch it alone for no reason. You'll watch it with me if I ever decide to watch it. Okay, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. That's all I need. I feel better now. Just need someone willing to hold my hand through things in life, really. What is your favorite scary movie, Nicole? Or really anyone in chat, if other people like scary movies in here. Like actual scary movie. Like what's your favorite, like it's actually scary to you? And you still like it for some reason that is beyond me. I'm gonna bring a little down here, just a little bit. Because I'm getting very much into the Halloween spirit right now. I'm very excited and looking forward to Halloween. And I want to watch some more Halloween movies this year, but I'm definitely easily scared. Yeah, I'm a big baby too, Village. It's okay. Because you're a little girl and you get scared easily. Okay, me and Village and Brent are going to hang out and watch like Hocus Pocus while everyone else can go watch actual scary movies. I also just like, I don't find the concept of being scared. Let me rephrase. I don't find the that would explain a lot. It's painting on the wrong layer. We're just gonna merge those layers. Actually, hold on. We're gonna merge these layers. Okay. Normally I don't do that. I like to not work destructively, which means I like to keep as many of my layers intact as possible. But for this piece, I'm specifically doing a different process. You can't think of a movie that actually had a lasting fear effect on you. Must be nice. Is it because you're just too logical? You're just like, yeah, it's not real. That was a movie. And you move on? Oh, Asian horror is too much for me. I cannot handle that at all. That's like almost the worst for me. I'm just curious because like, it's so funny to me that I am so scared by some things. And then other people, it like brings them joy and enjoyment, you know? Oh, yeah. That makes sense, Nicole. it's just like, I don't like the act. That's why I was curious, because if they don't scare you, then actually it makes more sense to me why you enjoy them, because I don't understand why anyone would enjoy the process of being scared. Like people that like jump scares, I don't understand that, because I'm like, what about that is fun? My brain just doesn't, like, that's just not how my brain works. So it's amazing to me that it's like fun for other people. Like haunted houses, I like the idea of a haunted house, but I don't see how that would be fun. I like walking through and seeing, like, I love Disney's Haunted Mansion, the ride. I love it. It's so much fun, but nothing about it's like scary. So it's, and like nothing's jumping out at you. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I need a little bit more vibrant color down here. Let's bring some of that in. I'd like to bring some of the cyan down here too, just to balance it out a little bit. Because once we add the lines in, we'll make those glowing multicolor. So that'll like kind of logically explain where some of this light is coming from. So right now we're just balancing it out to make sure it looks good. And then we can do some color adjustment layers too to make the lines really look glowy. No, they're scary. Vexus, hi, how are you doing? I feel like I've caught several of your streams lately, but like was only able to watch for like 2 seconds or a minute and didn't even have a chance to say hi. How have you been? Because like I watched you play League the other night. Was it the other night that you were playing some League? Some LOL? I watched like a few minutes of it and then I like had to go. Okay, so you just watched... Okay, you just watched the dolls one. Okay, okay. You think if it's super supernatural, it's fine for me, especially things that are basically memed, but serial killers and stuff horrifies me. Interesting. I see, I like movies about serial killers, but I don't like the ones that are like really scary, I guess. Like where they're in the house and you don't know they're there and it's actually scary. I think I might like to watch Scream. I've never seen it because I don't think that would be scary to me. It's more like the really, but those aren't the things that really scare me regardless. But I don't like to be sitting there and be like, oh God, the hand's gonna come out from under the bed or the closet and it's gonna get him. I don't love that. But the things that I can't handle are like a really visually terrifying scene because it will just stay with me. Like, what was that Guillermo del Toro movie I really wanted to watch, but I decided that it would be a very bad idea. Moths, something about moths. Okay, so Pan's Labyrinth is a really good example. Love that movie. I will probably never watch it again, even though I really want to. I'm trying to work up the nerve. I love the creature design. I love the costume and set design. I love the art. I love the story. Everything about it I love, but that one scene, I like if I see that again, I probably won't sleep for a week because it just is so terrifying. Like so terrifying to me. Oh. Yeah, but the big ones for me are like that one really freaked me out, but I loved it. And then I really like Crimson Peak, but I closed my eyes during the one really scary scene, which is the scene where I think she's like in the bathtub or the bed and there's like a dark ghosty thing. Can't handle that. And then the movie that messed me up the most was The Ring. Legit messed me up. I didn't sleep for a week. Like I would literally have to stay awake until my body could not stay awake any longer. And I think I ended up getting an hour of sleep every night for like a week. It was awful. I would put the birdcage on repeat and I had a VHS, so I'd have to rewind it when it got done and fall asleep to that. And I had to sleep with all the lights on and the closet open. And I had to like make sure there was stuff under the bed so nothing else could, it was like bad. It was so bad. Yeah, I'm sure I would like it, but even those movies had scary scenes in them. And then, yeah, the eye hand thing, it's so scary. And then the other one that really scared me and everybody's gonna think this is funny. I think it's funny, to be fair. Blair Witch Project is really scary to me. I do not like that movie. It's too scary. I mean, I like it. I can't watch it. Specifically, I don't want to spoil. Is it okay to spoiler the Blair Witch Project? It makes you, of course it does, Village. That like makes so much sense to me. It was so scary when I saw it, and we watched it on Halloween, which like I'm not a superstitious person, and I'm not a very spiritual person, and I'm not a very like I don't consider myself a believer. I'm not a believer either. Sorry. But I consider myself a person that will never shut the door to the possibilities. Meaning, do I believe there are ghosts? Not really. Am I open to like that as a concept in some form being true? I guess so. If it does exist, it doesn't exist in the forms that anyone thinks it does. Do I want the ghosts to know that I think that? No. So that's the weird line that I'm on of I'm like hedging my bets. It's like religious people that are like, well, I'm not really religious, but I'm not going to say God isn't real because I'd like him to let me in if it does turn out he's real. It's like my brain's hedging its bets. I can't really figure out why that's how I feel, but that's how I feel. And like, if a place is haunted, I'm not going to have fun going in there because I do feel like places have bad energy. I don't know that I mean that in the same way that a lot of people might mean that, but I do know that I've seen and been in houses before in places and been like, something is making me uncomfortable here and I don't want to be here. I don't think it's a ghost, but it's something. I would like be all into it, Vexus, until we like literally got to the door and then I'd be like, I can't do this. You know what I mean? I'd logically be there, and the second we went in and I felt the vibe, if the vibe was off, I'd be like, I'm leaving. My friends all went to, I grew up near Waverly Sanitarium near Louisville, Kentucky. And this was before it was, I think now you can go, like now I think you can go on actual tours, but it used to be like, you'd have to kind of break in to go. And I never went with my friends. All my friends went all through middle school and high school. I never went. I knew that'd be too much for me. Along with strip club with Kathy. Are we going to a strip club, y'all? I want to go. Wait, male or female strip club? I might take back my response. I would like to go on some ghost tours. I need someone to vouch to see how scary, not scary they are before I go on them. Maybe. I don't know. Why not both? Why not both? I don't find the male stripper aesthetic to my liking. Now it does it for me. Sorry. I do really want to go to the show Absinthe. It's not the same thing, but like it does have like attractive people. I do want to do that at some point. Anyway, so I like horror movies, but like conceptually and artistically and stuff, but they just scare me too much. So what is your favorite horror movie, regardless of whether it's scary? Like you can like it if it's funny, silly, kooky, like whatever. Like what's your favorite horror movie? Sorry, I'm trying some things and sometimes they don't work, and that's okay. It's your favorite genre? Ooh, that's another movie I really want to see. Shutter Island. Does practical magic count? I guess there's like a zombie in it. That's so funny. It's so funny, Village. I love practical magic though. Ooh, Village, you want to watch that this weekend? I like to watch it usually like once a year. We can like talk while I've seen it like 5,000 times. So like we can talk while we're watching it. We're talking about scary movies and you're for real gonna do that to me? I thought you loved me. I thought you loved me. How could you do this to me? There's a TV show. I'm not going to say anything as well. There's a TV show where someone just yells, "How could you do this to me?" And now Max and I yell at each other all the time. It was good. He said hi to chat. He let me hold him. But then they both have been farting up a storm. What do you think of this so far? This is what I was trying to explain to you.
Book.
In case y'all couldn't hear him, he just pointed and said, "Book." Okay. Okay. We have the double thumbs up from Max.
Book.
I'll probably stream for another like 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
And we what? Oh, Ahsoka came out. There's no episode. I forgot. Someone obsessing over you more than your own personal safety. I mean, that shit's scary, but that's like real world scary. So watching that in a movie doesn't scare me because I already know that's just a real thing that happens in the real world. If that makes sense. It's the visual stuff, the visually scary stuff that gets me. But I can see that. I can get that. And yeah, the movie is dark for sure. The OG Halloween, I haven't seen that. And the thing is so good. I have seen that, but I haven't seen it in a long time. I don't know that I remember it. I think Sphere is one of the scariest movies that I also love, but I'm more fan of the book. I've only seen the movie like once. One of your scariest core memories is in a McDonald's playground, playing with a kid, and he then got clingy and literally could not let me go. Ooh, that is super creepy. Yeah. That is so creepy. People are creeper. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Kids. I remember once a friend started tickling me and they I had a hoodie on and they pulled the strings so I couldn't and my arms weren't in the sleeves or something. We were just goofing around in a parking lot. I remember I was kind of trapped in this hoodie and then people were tickling me, and because I was laughing, they were kept tickling me, but I couldn't see or move and couldn't stop laughing from being tickled, and I just started crying and screaming and they didn't stop. It's one of my worst childhood memories. Ooh, Event Horizon's really cool too. Did you end up choking that kid out? Yeah, it's why I don't ever want anyone to tickle me now, because I'm just afraid they won't stop. I won't even let Max tickle me. If he tickles me, I'll scream at him. He knows though, so he wouldn't do it. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta fucking drop kick a kid. Sometimes they had it coming, you know what I mean? You know what I really want to do? I don't know if you'd be into this, Village. Probably not, because you don't drink alcohol. But I do want to find a place near you that does this. I would like to go to an absinthe bar, because I bet Vegas has some really good ones. I was thinking about the show, but then that reminded me that I've been wanting to... I mean, I've had it before. I'm not I just want to go somewhere that'll do the little setup that isn't too touristy, and that'll just let you try some good quality brands. Fuck it, maybe I'll just buy my own setup. That'd be way cheaper, wouldn't it? Should I just do that? I'm positive there's a place. I don't know if you'd like it though. You can get it. The good thing about it is you can drink it fairly watered down, but it is still alcohol. Yeah, it feels there's something really meditative, I guess, about the process. Something that feels Like it feels rewarding when you finally drink the cup. I don't know how to explain it any better. I hope that made sense. This piece is all just blending for 10 years. I don't know if this is interesting to you all. Kind of ritualistic. Yeah, I love that. I really like doing my pour over and AeroPress coffee for the same reason, actually, which I stopped drinking coffee. Really, I don't know if anybody would believe me when I say that, but I actually stopped. You were also like 15 and hated alcohol. I mean, the thing about it is that you can add as much sugar water as you want to it. So if you like sugar water, you're good. And then it just tastes like anise, right? I know, I'm like kind of embarrassed to admit it, but I'm also proud that I was able to do it in a way. Because I've been addicted to coffee like my entire life, really. For those that are curious about my process, what I'm essentially doing is I have my color over here on the left, and I'm constantly holding the hotkey, eyedroppering a color, and then I blend it. I'm not doing full pressure, and then I eyedropper one of the blended colors and keep blending in a direction. So just in case anybody's, if you're anybody watching at home, everybody following along. I know Village knows this process, but it just occurred to me that people might be watching like, oh, what the fuck she's doing. It's not as magic as it looks, I swear. I really wish I didn't like it because I want to drink 10 cups a day. There's something just so like warm and relaxing and calming for me about drinking a hot cup of coffee, but then the caffeine has slowly but surely my entire life been getting harder and harder for me to handle. And now that I'm on stronger ADHD medications, I need to be mindful about adding more stimulants into my system, right? The doctor said I could keep drinking coffee, but I felt like it was too much. So we'll see. We'll see if it lasts. Mushroom coffee? What the fuck? That sounds gross. I like coffee because of the flavor. I don't know that I would like mushroom coffee. Like I like to get a really good, like medium dark roast. Actually more medium roast, but like a really good rich bean, freshly roasted. I don't trust that at all. I love Michi. I'm sorry, I don't trust that at all. That sounds insane to me. And I like mushrooms. If you said, hey, would you like to try some hot mushroom water? That sounds better to me than saying, hey, do you want to try some mushroom coffee? Because I feel like there's no way that that's going to taste like what I want it to taste like. Because what I want it to taste like is coffee. Hi, is it Kaya or Kaya? Let me know. Kaya or Kaya? Kai? I'm like, how do you type that? I don't know, but hello, welcome. And thank you for telling me how to call you, because people, Kaya, people always show up and I'm like, I don't know what to call you and your name's long. So I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Very considerate for my poor brain. How are you doing today? We're just blending. We're just colors and blending. Happy little clouds. It's kind of what we're doing, isn't it? Makes me feel happy to think about. Did anybody actually, I actually would watch Bob Ross. It wasn't like, I didn't really like it that much, but I would watch on sick days. When I stayed home sick from school, I would just sit on the couch and watch Bob Ross and do like puzzles. That was like my go-to sick day thing as a kid. And so I ended up watching a lot of Bob Ross, actually. Be little magical clouds. That's what we're doing. Just blending and blending and blending. I think I'm gonna need another color of blue up there. Let's see. Look right. Doesn't feel like rich enough somehow. Let's stick to this sort of like periwinkle blue. We'll blend the cyan into that. Put it down here too, just a little bit. And I think we need to bring some of this maybe purple up here, because I don't want the entire top to be blue. Oh, that's a pretty blue. Okay, let's try to like work more of that in, I think. You just rolled art in your dice game? That's perfect timing, Nina. Hello. How are you doing? You've been trying to record auditions. This is amazingly cool. Nina, I have a question for you. I'm going to ask you privately. I'm going to send you a question right now before I forget, though. Why can't I find you? Hold on. There you go. Streamer mode confuses me. You're gonna get your iPad? Perfect. Yeah, come draw with us. Anybody else who's hanging out at home, if you want to draw along, this is just a chill. We're just chilling. We're talking about Halloween movies, and we're just drawing and painting. And it doesn't have to be drawing or painting. Anything crafty that you're doing, anything creative. If you like to write while having somebody talk as white noise in the background, that's fine too. Whatever you're working on, this is a good place and time. And if you want to share what you're working on, tell us what you got going on. And also go to the Discord and post it and share it with people if you're okay with it, because we love to see it. And if you want feedback and critique, you can ask for that too. People are happy to help. Especially like Village, she's my go-to person, so she'll always like give me feedback, so I try to like pay it forward. You love the colors I'm using. Maybe it's because they're the same as your persona. That's okay. I don't know much about furries, so I apologize if I say anything stupid, but yeah, that's awesome. I love fennec foxes. So is the fox itself like this color palette, like the sort of the pinks, these magically colors? That's super cute. Sorry, I just gotta ask somebody an important question. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to do that. I'm so forgetful that even if I write something down, if I'm thinking of it and I have the opportunity to just get it done, I gotta just do it. So you're being creative. If killing bears as a Witcher reject was creative, sure. 2-minute rule, do the thing. Yeah, do the thing, then you don't have to remember the thing, so just do it. Because otherwise it ends up on an ever-growing giant list that then gives me daily stress, and I will spend an hour like moving tasks forward when I could have just done the thing. So yeah, the second I put off doing a thing and write it on a to-do list, it ends up becoming like an even more monumental task somehow. It's stupid. My brain is special. Nina, I love your, do you mind if I share your dice game? with, I mean, you can type it up, but I can just explain it and then you can clarify it. That's like easier for people. Is it okay if I share that with the chat? It's okay to say no. Please don't ever feel pressured. I'm really bad about putting people on the spot and then like not realize that I'm putting them on the spot. I'm like so bad about that. And then I feel horrible. Yay, my brain is a good time for me. I love it. Love my brain. It's real fun. It's real fun. Real fun. It's up to you. I'll explain it. I don't want you to have to do that. Because you were explaining this on stream the other day and I was listening. So I think I have a pretty good grasp of how you do it. So basically, Kate Kerrigan has made herself like a dice game, and it's basically like a way to make sure that she gets tasks done when the list of tasks is honestly not possible to get done. So if there's lots of things you want to do in life, like you have a lot of hobbies, you just can't do every single thing every day. You just can't. It's like not possible. So what she does is she has a system where she can roll a dice to see which things she'll do kind of randomly. But it includes things like chores too, or like socializing with friends, like planning to spend some time with friends, or like reaching out to someone, or working on playing piano, doing some drawing, doing some writing, working on some voice training. I'm making things up now. I don't remember all of them. For me, it would be like drawing, historical sewing, actual real life clothing sewing, mending, doing the dishes, vacuuming up dog hair, playing with the dogs, things that I wish I could do a little bit of every day. But if I had to do only a little bit of every day, it would take my whole day and I could only work on each thing for like a single minute. And then trying to decide which things are more important to you when you love all these things can also be hard. So what I think you do is you roll a dice and you have these tables built where you'll roll and you'll say, okay, what am I going to do for the next 15, 30 minutes? And then you'll roll to see what you're going to do. And sometimes it's like, maybe do a chore. I don't know how granular you get with your list. Like, I don't know if you have like a chore list, right? But the goal being that you're using like the fun of rolling dice, which we all love here. This is D&D content, right? I mean, this is art content technically, but we're doing a logo for a D&D podcast, so that it counts. It counts. We all like rolling dice, and there's something really like freeing for a lot of people to let the dice decide, right? And then if it's something you've already done right, you'll just re-roll. If you roll ones on other tables, so you have like a mechanic to almost like make yourself have to do more chores. I think it's super interesting. It's a really, really interesting and fun system and mechanic. I don't think it would work for me, sadly, although I think I will try it. Just knowing a couple things about the way my brain works, I think it won't work for me, but I love that it works for you, and I think it's really fun. And I could see it working for a lot of people. I think is always a cool thing. I think anything that can help you like manage your life and your time and stress, and also like give you some sort of like fun and pleasure in doing the difficult part of like maintaining that, I think it's just such a good fun idea. Like I've lost a little of the cyan. Let's bring a little bit. Nope. Sometimes the eyedropper key doesn't quite function properly, so you'll see me like try to grab a color a couple times and sometimes it doesn't work. Although I did just reach out to someone at work that I might go to the next what's it called, SCA event when there's one near me. The SCA, Society for Creative Anachronism, which I would get to like really on my like historical costuming and crafting stuff. So I don't know, I'm considering adding that onto my list of too many things that I don't have time for. So it makes it fun to force yourself to do something that you've been wanting to do but have been scared to do, or told yourself you would do and feeling overwhelmed by it. It's basically like, I rolled it, I gotta do it, I start it now. And it's like you're not making the decision to start it, so it takes one extra level of like decision paralysis out of it. Is that true? If you break it down like a project, it becomes work. Having options and rolling dice makes it fun, at least so far. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, that'd be so good. You should do that. You should make like a little, like printable, like visual designs to go with it. Cause you can draw, you should make like a cute little like thing. Yeah. I know. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it so much. I've been wanting to make some, I have this idea to make some like character sheet templates for people that like, they know how D&D works. They know their spells and stuff. They just need like a simplified version of the character sheet, but they want it to be like cute for people that play like in person at a table. I've really been wanting to do that. It's something that I might do for CNC. If that's something that people would be interested in, let me know. I'd love to hear feedback. Playing around with more art ideas of things I can do both on stream and then have output that I can give to like patrons and like members and things. So anything like that that anyone would be interested in, let me know. Yeah, exactly. We need perk rewards because we really want to reward people for supporting us, but it's hard because then it's like we're almost making another job out of it. But I do love doing stuff for this channel. It does bring me a lot of joy. It's sometimes hard to fit into my schedule and manage because I love my day job too. But when I can sit down and do it, I do always feel really good about it. I'm looking at the tiny one and I don't like the shape that the cyan is making. So we're gonna start blending the other colors more in so it doesn't feel so like weird. It's like just a weird shape. And we needed to get a little bit darker out here anyways for when we start bringing those lines back in because they're going to be white and they're going to need to really like stand out. But we're like really close to being done. I need to do a little more work on the book, but right now I'm just enjoying the blending. I don't know what the like border will look like, so we're gonna have to like, once we get everything done, that'll probably be like the last thing is masking out the edges of this and figuring out what it actually looks like. It's that I don't really know yet. Nina, what are your favorite Halloween movies? I want to know. Is Halloween like basically the same in Australia? Is it not working? Is the bot not working? Do we not have a bot working right now? Oh my god, I already forgot. Hiya. We have wait, did I say that right? I'm so sorry. So we do our D&D game on Fridays and my husband is the DM, so he runs the channel, so I don't know any of the bot controls. I just do art streams on Tuesdays. I'm just dumb, basically. And I thought we had bots working. Try socials. I said it right. Okay, I'm gonna continue to forget it like 5,000 times because that's just the way my brain is. So I'll always be attempting to do better. That's all I can promise. Yeah, if you have any art that you want to share, we have the Discord. If I can figure out how to get it to work. Why is it not? Is there a place for me to see our bot stuff? I don't see a way to do this. I don't know how to do any of that. It's not my channel, so I'm streaming to his channel. He just has it set up for me. Oh well, I don't know. Does the link below work too? There should be links below that work. Yeah. So everything below should work. If you scroll down underneath the channel, I just can't get it into the chat. I apologize. But yeah, if you scroll down, those should all be correct and up to date. Let's find out. Yes. Twitter still says Twitter. That's the only thing I see that I'm not sure about, but I'm hoping they don't make us change that because it's stupid. But yeah, you can see our Patreon. You can join our Discord. We have all sorts of channels. We talk about mostly video games and D&D, but there's some art channels that I'm always frequenting. I make sure to check those first because I love when you guys are in there sharing stuff. And we announce when we go live. So we for anyone that's new, Tuesdays is my night when I usually just draw whatever. It's usually D&D related. We're usually doing character art. I do all the character art for our show. I also do all the stream overlays and the logos and everything. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but it's usually D&D related. And then on Mondays, there's usually a podcast episode, Tome of Knowledge. That's what we're working on the logo for because they needed a new, well, I made them a logo, but it was just like I made it very fast. So we're making a better logo. And then on Fridays is when we stream our game live. I play Emmy, who is a sea elf druid. And my Max is the DM, and we're pirates this season. We're only what, 14, 15, 16 episodes in, somewhere in there. So not too much to get caught up on yet. And the good thing being that if you aren't sure what's going on, but you kind of want to jump right in, someone will always be in chat that will try and fill you in. So everybody's super nice. But yeah, come join us on Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time if you want to watch some D&D content. But if you're just here for the art content, that's okay too. We try to do art content once a week, which I love because it actually gets, this is how I fixed my problems. Kid Kerrigan was sharing her plans, but Nina, this is how I do it. I stream art because it's what actually gets me to do art. And once I'm in here streaming and chatting with you all, it somehow becomes less difficult. I don't know. I don't think you gave bad advice. I don't. Oh God, everyone, is everything broken? What did we do? It's working for me. It should open a link. Oh, it's expired. Yeah. End up chatting forever. Yeah, and it's nice. I end up working on the art a lot longer than I originally would because I'm just having a good time in chatting with you all, and it just takes all the pressure off of the art. And I can't just like get frustrated because it's not working and give up. I have to like give it an honest try because I can't just like start streaming for 5 minutes and give up. Now, sometimes we end up drawing something that I didn't think I would be drawing on stream because I can't get option A to work, but I end up doing something. So it's a nice body double. Exactly. Oh, I have people here that know what I'm talking about. Hi. Hello. Body doubling is a really common term in ADHD circles. Yeah. Which I'll explain in a minute because also I also noticed that Kaya, you're like, that's the ADHD motto. Yeah. It's like my life. Yeah, body doubling is when you have a task you need to complete. It could be anything like cleaning, working, doing art, and you get someone to body double for you, which means they're there either doing the same thing or doing their own thing in your general vicinity, usually. And because you have someone there that's also focusing, and they're there knowing that you need to be focusing, they're not there to distract you. It like frees your brain up to like focus accidentally in a way. I don't know how to explain it very well. I do apologize. Is it Pyrea? I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. Heck yeah, it's the best. Yeah. Yeah, that's how my brain tends to work with certain things. Not everything. It depends, but there are some things where it's like if somebody will just hang out with me and chat with me while I'm doing it, I'll get it done, no problem. I've noticed I can kind of do that at work, but after the pandemic, it's gotten like harder. So I don't know. I feel like I'm starting to lose my touch with it or something, but I think we're gonna have to like bring most of the cyan out of it and then like maybe bring it back in, because it's just too, like, when I look at the small, like, it looks good here, but when I look at the small version, it's like not reading the way I want it to read, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna kind of bring it out, and then we can always bring the cyan back in later. It's like easy enough to do if we decide we want it. Or the line work, when we bring that back in, we can add the cyan to it. Your bestie wanted you to do that with her, and I was like, girl, that is gonna have me so distracted. I have the opposite brain to you. Yeah, it's not something that you should ask a friend to do just because. It's best to ask someone who mentally can handle it. And I will say, apps will not. I have tried so. I have an elephant graveyard of apps that I have installed and uninstalled eventually, realizing that I have never gotten them to work for me. I wish they did. I tried one, I think it was something habits, something, there was this really cute app where it gamified good habits. So what you did is you'd add like all the stuff you need to do onto the list. And then anytime you did one of the things on your list in a day, you'd get like XP. And yeah, I think that was it. Habitica. I don't know how to say it. And I was like, that's such a good idea. I love video games. I'm a game dev. I love easy mobile games. The problem is it's too easy for me to look at a map and it's like, do your chores and get 5 XP. And I go, no thanks. And then I just turn the app off and go play World of Warcraft instead. Which, I mean, that worked out for me, but still. Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Apps are too easy for me to ignore. I also got the Pokemon Sleep app because I have trouble falling asleep at night. I want to like stay on my phone and play games all night. And I was like, well, if this Pokemon pops up and is like, it's time for Pokemon Sleep and then you can catch Pokemons, I'll like put my phone down so I can catch Pokemon. No, I did it once. To be fair, it also just picked up Max and the dog snoring all night, so that didn't help. Yeah, not for everyone. I love them. I'm glad they work for some people. They don't work for me. My favorite, my role model really in life, she's a futurist, Jane McGonigal, made a game for herself called Super Better when she was suffering from a severe concussion. And I've always wanted to like do that for myself to help my own brain, but I've never been able to make it work. I do firmly believe it's a great method for a lot of people, just maybe not for me, and maybe that's okay. Yeah, don't ask your friends to body double for you if they're not the type of person that can focus when you're gonna be making it hard for them to focus. I don't know. Okay, I think actually the problem is I need to just bring some of the lighter colors out from the center a little bit. So we're gonna I'm gonna work those out like a little bit more now. We're getting there though. I'm getting like really happy with it. I just need to like keep at it. And then we'll finish up the book detailing and then bring the lines back in. And then I might leave it at that for tonight because the other stuff I might do off screen just because I need to off stream because I need to like try some things that I don't think will be interesting. Same though. Yeah. Dog is screaming. It's lunchtime. Go get some lunch. My dogs are both just passed out on the bed. I love it though because they will like Sandwich will fall asleep in a pose, and I've noticed that Pizza will always try to mimic the same position that she is like lying in. It is the cutest thing. Dogs. I love dogs so much. A live action Nightmare Before Christmas with Johnny. Ew. Why? I don't want that. I don't want that. I just don't want that. If anybody else wants that, That's great. I'm definitely happy for you. I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad. It's just I don't know why people want that. That's not for me. I'd rather just watch the existing one like 50 times. Like if they're really trying to cash in on Nightmare Before Christmas, could they not make another Nightmare Before Christmas? Maybe like a sequel? As a kid, I always thought when they showed the trees with the different holidays on them, I always thought that was them saying, yeah, we'll do an Easter version or a Valentine's version or whatever. I know they can't do some of them. Like obviously please don't make a movie about Easter, because how are you going to talk about Easter in a way that's not either way too religious or way too about fertility? And I get that like St. Patrick's Day is probably kind of fucked to do too, but like I just feel like there's so much room for a cool sequel they could do. I'm honestly not even against them doing a live action one. I'm just tired of seeing Johnny Depp in things, and I like Johnny Depp, but after the whole Amber Heard thing, I'm just over it. I just don't like celebrities anymore, honestly. I'd rather just see a new actor in every role, someone I've never seen before. Honestly, like that's the point that I'm at. That shape language is definitely better. Sorry if it seems like I'm like really focusing in or like painting the same thing over and over. It's because I'm like looking at the small version to make sure that it's still reading the way I want it to read. They did make Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, and Tim Burton himself says that the book is canon. I never, oh, there's a book? Cool. Yeah, I never seen that. Yeah, I agree. Like the whole point, well, they did Lion King and that's the same issue. The thing that made Lion King so amazing was the animation. Like the music's good, but the thing that made Lion King cool was they like did some amazing stuff with the animation. Like the artists literally studied like animals and the African like plains. Like they literally did all this work to like capture the soul and the vibe of Africa through animation. You just can't do what they did with a live action. I think they could have done the live action the way they did the Broadway production, where they're actually trying to reimagine what the animation was doing, but they didn't do that. And it was awful. I'm sorry. If anyone liked it, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to yuck on anyone's yum. I really feel bad like being down on things on stream, but like I thought the live action Lion King was just atrocious. Maybe I'm just too old. Maybe it's just not for me. And that's okay. I'm okay with it, but it was not for me. And I love Night Before Christmas, so it's hard for me to even imagine it. Like, oh, I should read it. So it's a book? Is it like a comic or is it like a novel? Is it like a kid's book? Like, what is it? Or is it a cartoon? I need to find out because that sounds amazing. I was just at Oogie Boogie Bash at Disneyland, and it was so much fun. And one of my favorite parts was seeing Sally on the float. Although I will say their version of Jack kind of was terrifying to me. If you want to see something terrifying, look up the Oogie Boogie Parade Jack mask. It does not work in my opinion. It's just terrifying. I was like, what the fuck? Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. So cool. I'm gonna look that up after stream. But I love Nightmare Before Christmas. That was one of my favorite movies growing up, and the reason I love Tim Burton to this day is because of that movie, as I'm sure it is that way for most people. But I don't think they're going to be able to recapture what they did, especially using Johnny Depp. That seems weird to me. You know who I think they should cast? Does anybody know the band Ghost? They're one of my favorite bands. I which I would love to go see them live, actually. I'm not a huge like live person most of the time. Papa Emerita. I'm just saying, like, see how he moves on stage? The way he moves, he could pull it off, right? That's the closest I've seen to a live action Jack. I didn't realize it, and I was watching a react video. The charismatic voice was doing a react video, and she said that, and I was like, oh, she is so right. Really good channel if you like metal music or vocal training stuff. Also, I'm so sorry. I skipped. Somebody was asking about my dogs. I have 2 dogs, Sandwich and Pizza. They're both mutts, but they're both cattle dog mutts. They both have obviously cattle dog in them and then like a bunch of other weird stuff. So we think one's part beagle and we think the other is part border collie. Sandwich, do you want to say hi? No? I'm sorry. Sometimes they'll say hi on stream. They'll come up here and say hi, but they're sleepy right now. Zero's the best. I love that little I love all the characters. I love the mayor. The mayor makes me laugh and brings a smile to my face every time I watch the movie. I think the only character I really don't like is Sally's what's his name? The doctor. But I love like the weird dorky vampires. They make me so happy. I love the 3 kids. What are their names? Gosh, it's been a while. I need to watch it. It's been a while since I've seen it. I wanted to say Pain and Panic, but that's the imps from Hercules. But like, same vibe, right? They're a little more competent than the imps. What are their names? Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Thank you. I was like, I'm drawing a blank. I love them. I just always think they are the cutest. I love Oogie Boogie. He's such a good villain. I don't feel like I have to say that I love Sally. I feel like everyone loves Sally, and I feel like you know that I love Sally. She's just beautiful. Jack's actually one of my least favorite characters, I guess, now that I think about it. Like, obviously he has to be there, but AKA my cousin. Your cousins are Lock, Shock, and Barrel. Yeah, Zero's so good. I've always loved Zero. Just a good movie. And I think that if they do a live action, there's ways they could do it right. I just don't trust them to do it. Not after all the other live action Disney movies that are not good. The only ones I liked Cruella, actually, which is amazing to me because the reasons people don't like it, I completely understand. They are very valid and I don't disagree with them, but something about it just worked for me. I just really loved it. I'm gonna hate the Doctor after reading the book spoiler. I'm not surprised to see you say that. Just guessing what will be in that book. Yeah, makes sense. Like, didn't he make her? I don't know. I'm gonna read it. You like Jack, but only because of his songs, the voice. This is why they should get the guy from Ghost, because he could also sing. Like, I'm sorry, Johnny Depp can't sing that good. You need someone that has stage presence. Johnny Depp is past that point. He has old man presence now. Let's just, like, I'm not saying he should quit acting, but the whole him and Amber Heard thing rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't want him to be a lead in anything anymore. I just want him to, like, just go away for a little bit. Leave me alone. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Is there anything that I don't like? Because I can always come back and fix it. I'm gonna go, let's focus back on the book now. Oh, I forgot. I did really want to bring in some highlights underneath with a smaller brush. And I'm not switching my brushes up, but you know what? I don't feel like it. So there. I was like, is that too much dark area? But I do want to exaggerate a little. And then I looked at the small version and I was like, actually, I think that looks about like what I want. So we really want it to read as a read as a book. Get it? Ha 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 ha. I need to go to bed. Let's try adding. I want to see if this reads good at the large size. Yeah, I think so. It looks a little dorky up close, but I don't know that it bothers me. Just like make sure it reads as like pages, right? Hey, that Discord worked. What? Max, did you fix it? Herding dogs are absolute gems. Yes, herding dogs. I will never not get herding dogs now. You have a Pyrenees Aussie mix. Oh, and a mini Aussie. Are they the cutest ever? Okay, if you join the Discord, please, please, please post pictures. I want to see them. You're right about Jack, though. He's important, obviously, but all the other characters have so much personality. Exactly, and they don't make poor decisions that affect other people. All I can say is read Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. Okay, I already pulled it up. It's on my list. I might read it tonight. He did all right in Sweeney Todd, but I think that was like 5,000 packs of cigarettes ago. You might be right. That's true, though. He did sing in Sweeney Todd. But was that to the level of Jack Skellington? I don't know. I don't know if he can pull it off. I did really like Sweeney Todd. I did hate Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But that's because I'm a Roald Dahl fan. Well, not of the person, but I like his books. And I felt like Tim Burton's movie is much closer to what a Roald Dahl book should be than the other movie. And I thought Johnny Depp played the character well, in that he comes across as a really weird child that's an adult and is also insane. Like I hate to say it, but Michael Jackson vibes. Like a child that has grown up but never quite actually grew up. Yeah. Oh, Danny Elfman. So much talent. So much talent. So did Danny Elfman sing Jack's line? Who sung Jack's lines in the original movie? Was it Danny Elfman? Maybe it has to be a specific person to trigger it. Maybe. It likes Max and not us. Yeah, it was him. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I love Danny Elfman. His other band, Oingo Boingo, is one of my favorite bands growing up too. Thanks for fixing, Max. But I generally love Tim Burton movies, and I generally love Johnny Depp movies. I think he is a good actor, even a great actor at times. I just don't know if he can pull it off anymore. It's just not there anymore. It's a dead man's part. It's so good, so good, so good. I wonder if they have that at karaoke. I'm going to karaoke tomorrow. Maybe I'll sing some. Oh my god. Vexes. Jinx. I think you typed it. I think you typed it before I said it, but because of the delay, I didn't see it until I I wonder if I can get Max to bring me some water. Max, if you can hear this, can you bring me some water? I'm parched. It wasn't on the list last. Yeah, we'll have to find a place that has it. I don't think every place did hear me. Thank you. I'm like dying. Oh, with all that candy and now I'm dying. Don't judge my candy stash. Yeah, I think I love every Tim Burton movie I've seen, to be honest. I even like the weird Alice in Wonderland ones, which as an Alice in Wonderland fan, I don't like them. But as just a Tim Burton fan, I liked them. And Edward Scissorhands is amazing. The first two Batmans, I think, are some of the best Batman movies. I do like the new one, though, actually. I'm in the camp of the new one is... They're making a new Beetlejuice, too, but the first one's really good. I love Corpse Bride. I enjoy Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Sleepy Hollow is amazing. I usually watch that once a year. That's one of my favorite Halloween movies. Oh yeah, Planet of the Apes was Garbo. Yeah, I didn't like that. I actually haven't seen Frankenweenie. I should watch that. Love Batman Returns. I like Sweeney Todd a lot. Thank you. What's wrong? Corpse Bride is so good. Mars Attacks. Yes. Oh, Mars Attacks is so good. I really liked, a lot of people didn't like this one, I think, but I loved Dark Shadows. The entire time I was happy, just enthralled. Love what they did with it. And I think Johnny Depp was hilarious. See, those are the type of roles I think he should be doing now. He no longer can pull off the like male lead heartthrob type. He needs to be pulling off like the weird dad. Like he has weird dad energy now because he is a dad. Like, yeah, I need to see Frankenweenie. Big Fish is really good. I've been trying to convince Max to watch Big Fish. I actually think he would love it. Like a much smaller, probably different brush for this, but I'm not gonna do it and you can't make me. So there. I do what I want. It's one of the most freeing things in art when you get to the point in your art career where you realize you can kind of just do what you want and no one can tell you you can't. Like, it's smart to have strong foundations and follow the rules starting out so you know what you want to do. But when you get to that point where you're just comfortable to be like, I don't give a fuck, I make the rules. There's something so nice about that. I don't know how to explain it any better than that, I'm sorry. It's my eyedropper now. Guys, I've been having so much fun just chatting about like Halloween movies. I'm going over, I wasn't going to stream this long tonight because I'm so tired. I've just been having a great time, so thank you everyone for hanging out. Like, this has been great. Look how much I've gotten done. Feels good. There might not be enough contrast in this, so we might have to revisit this like piece of page, but I think for now I'm just gonna get it to a good place and leave it and revisit it later. This might be one of those pieces that I really just need to like kind of sleep on. Yeah, see, I just messed it up trying to like... Let's just leave it at that for now. And then I will revisit it later, maybe. It feels good when I look at it in the small version and like the other screen and stuff, but there's still something wrong with it. I'm not quite sure what's not working for me though. Does that look better? A little bit. And it feels too light maybe. It's all going to be all about contrast to get this to read properly everywhere that we want it to read, which can be really hard and really challenging, but we're going to keep at it because that's the other good thing is I can just keep at it until it gets there. Sorry, chat. I just zoned out getting really involved in this. I know I tend to do that to you guys when I get too much in the zone. You're so happy Mikey sang Jack's song. It was so good. It was so good. It was amazing. Hello, Ashter. I hope I said that right. Pretty, thank you. How are you doing tonight? Welcome. Yeah, Big Fish is so heartwarming. I love it. Yes, Sally's song is beautiful. There's a really beautiful, like, orchestral, no vocals version of Sally's song. I don't know how to find it, but if you can find it, it's really beautiful. Should we zoom out so everyone can take a better look at this? Let's zoom out a little bit. I think I will have to leave pretty soon, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do just a little bit more work and then we can finish it up next time. Or I might have to finish it off stream. I do apologize if that happens, but sometimes that happens. I just have to get something done. And I will not have time for any bonus streams or anything this week. Very busy week. I get to hang out with Village this week. So excited. Whatever he's listening to, my mic just picked up part of it. It sounded awful. Hopefully you all didn't hear that though. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. She doesn't know I'm gonna eat all of her food. I thought you were doing keto. You got this shiveries from looking at your art logo. Do you mean this logo? The Tome of Knowledge logo? This is for our podcast episode. I'm really excited about it. You may still eat my food. Okay, that's fine. You can eat my food. That's what it's there for. As long as it doesn't take as long as a game of Talisman. Gosh, that game. Are you streaming Vexes tonight? Yeah, nothing takes as long as a game of Talisman. Hi Zeus, welcome back. Oh, are you painting? Are you working on your mini? Make sure to share your progress in the Discord. I want to see. Yesterday we didn't have a podcast episode. We had a double art week this week because Max has started 3D printing and painting miniatures. And so that's what he did yesterday. And it was really cool. I was like so impressed. He's so good at it. He doesn't think he is, but just messed that up. It's okay. It wasn't like good anyways. Okay, so I need to just add in a little bit of work on the book here, because I don't want to leave it like this. I'm done with for the night. I'm going to add the highlights into some of the right spots. Hitting the shiveries is my weird way of liking something, so it's a good thing. Oh, okay. Well, thank you then. Your Starfield in solo tonight. That's Max loves that game. I like spider bugs. I wouldn't be able to play that. I really wouldn't be able to play that at all. Work in progress. Lizard boys. Oh, that's awesome. I really need to work on my minis. I have some gorgeous night haunt army but I just haven't had a lot of free time. Been so busy. I have a list of digital painting art projects I have to get done that is getting out of control. So we'll see. I could probably stream every night this week and not run out of projects of things that I need to work on. I don't have the time to stream every night, sadly. I'd love to hang out here with you guys every night, but I just don't have the time. If I ever quit my job, I'll stream every night, but that's hopefully not happening. I got 2 hungry dogs to feed, man. Especially since now I have to feed them fancy like salmon treats because somebody won't eat her food unless it's fancy salmon food. 80 dogs. I feel like that's working. I haven't done that a lot before. I'm using like a blue as my dark shadow so I can avoid using too many blacks in the book. And it's working a lot better than I actually anticipated it would. It's something I might need to start doing in my more illustrative or character art work too. Yeah, for anyone new here, we're doing character art on stream, so we'll be back doing some character art soon. We just did some updated character art for one of the players in the game's character for Taj, and I might be doing some more like updated character art soon because there's some other things I'd like to change. And then, like I said, I have an orc character for this other game I'm going to play and I need to work on. And yeah, so we have a ton of character art we can be doing. And that's usually what we're doing. All right, this is a pretty good place to stop, I think, but let's add the lines back in and see how we feel about it. So this is the layer I need. Yes, no, that's not all of it. Hold on. Let's hide this for a second so I can find my layer. Okay, there it is. So this, might need that. I don't need that. So I'm just throwing a color overlay layer on those so that they look, yeah, that worked. Okay, good, that worked. I was like kind of nervous, like I'm doing all this work and then what if it like doesn't work, right? You put a crappy phone pic in the share your art chat. Oh, awesome, I'll check it after stream, Zeus. Yeah, please do, Kaya, that'd be awesome. I'm like not, I don't have a persona, or I'm not like a furry or into it or anything, but sometimes I see people's drawings of theirs and I'm like, so pretty. I love foxes too, so I always love seeing like a lot of cute foxes. One of my favorite artists, Claire Hummel, aka Shumla, got her start doing the official like Neopets art, and a lot of that I think was like the early stages of like developing the furry community. And and it's so funny to me that she's like one of my favorite artists. And then I remember playing Neopets back in the day. I didn't know who she was back then, obviously. So that brought it all together perfectly. Thank you. Okay, so what I need to do is I do need to do a little cleanup work to mask out some of this. Like you can see some of these where I don't want it to show. So let's fix that real quick before we go. And then I'm going to use my brush to paint out where I really don't want it to like be super bright. Just a little bit in here to soften those edges. And then we're going to throw an outer glow on it real quick and see how that looks. And then I think that's where we're going to stop, because that's where I need to kind of, I'd like to take a step back from pieces and like kind of sleep on it and see how I feel about it when I come back to it with fresh eyes. So I'll probably want to like step away and do that. Let's do that. Let's add. So what I want to first do is, I'm going to merge these because it's a copy anyways. It's all my lines. I'm going to duplicate it to make sure it's bright white. Then I'm actually going to change the color overlay very slightly so that the only thing white in the entire piece is just at the center where it says Tome of Knowledge. So we're going to change the color overlay to like a white that's like a little bit of a bluish purple, like very, very subtly. So it'll still read as white, but that way the white is still the only white part. And then we're going to add an outer glow to it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, these are just like little tools you can use in Photoshop to enhance your work. I don't always use them a lot when I'm doing more illustrative work, but for stuff like logos, it's really good to use the tools. Like, use the tools that are given to you. And if you don't know how to use them, play around with them. They're super fun. Okay, so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm like I'm going to add in this like outer glow. Something weird is happening that I'm going to have to figure out. Oh, I know. I may not want to add it to this layer. I may want to add it to this layer because of the way my mask is set up. I think that's going to look better. I kind of like it with that drop shadow. It's kind of cool, but we're going to change it. So we are going to use white for this, but what we're going to do is we're going to change it to an overlay blend mode. And what that means is blend modes are different ways of layering colors over top each other using math. So if there's no blend mode, it's just saying this pixel is a solid color and this pixel is a solid color, so you won't see the one below it. But if you change the blend mode, it's using math to say, blend this red with this blue using this math equation. I can't explain all the different blend modes, but I will try to someday if that's something that would interest people. I could do that, but I'd have to do a little, I'd have to brush up on it. Okay, so we're going to add the glow. I want to make it a little bigger, maybe. But bring the range down and increase the opacity. There we go. Okay, so that feels pretty good. Let me turn the opacity down maybe just a little. No, I think this is good for now. Like I said, I'm going to sleep on it. So this is our magic effects. And then what I'll end up doing is I might go end up and painting behind it some more to where it feels like the colors are like connected to the line work and like bleeding out from them. So I'll go back and do another paint layer next time. This actually turned out really good. This is kind of what I was envisioning. So I'm actually really happy with it. What do you guys think? I'm feeling really good about it. I do want to add some more white into like the middle to make sure that that really does stand out as like the brightest spot. I'm gonna decide if I like that. Yeah, I think that helps, and I might need to add a little more, but for now I think that's good. And I want to change the background like a darker color, just to see how this would look on like a darker background. Okay. Yeah, we have our work cut out for us because we're gonna have to figure out what the actual border of this logo looks like, right? Like there's like, it just kind of like ends the painting. So I don't know. But we'll work on that next time. That's something that we'll figure out. So yeah, we're almost done. And then I'll make a version that's specifically for small sizes where we'll actually increase the white just for that one and make the letters like really readable and tone down some of the colors. And then we'll make a version for print that maybe we could put on like a t-shirt. That I might have to do a color adjust on to make sure the colors print properly. So there's a lot of work left to do, but we got into like a really good place. So thank you everyone for helping me. I really appreciate it. I honestly couldn't do this without you all, because my brain does not like to just sit and draw if I don't have my body doubles hanging out in chat. So thank you so much. I'm gonna check Discord after this. Anybody that has art, please post it so I can see it. And if you want feedback, make sure to ask for feedback. Otherwise, it's sort of a be nice and don't give feedback thing. Sitting down and just playing around in Photoshop always feels overwhelming, but you make it look super easy. I am largely self-taught in Photoshop, and most of what I learned, you can go and learn on YouTube. That's my secret. I do have an art degree, a fine art degree. I didn't learn too much of my Photoshop skills that I use on a day-to-day in school. So I mostly learned unrelated things. So if you ever want to play around with Photoshop, there's also much cheaper, much more affordable programs out there. I don't actually recommend Photoshop, but if you have access to it, just watch some YouTube tutorials and try some things, and then try to think out of the box. Like, I know how to do this thing and I know how to do this thing. What would it look like if I combined those two things, right? It's all about just trying things out. Happy to be a body double. Well, thank you so much. Let us raid. I think Moobs is streaming. So for anyone new, one of the players in our Friday game usually streams tonight as well. And I think he's probably playing video games. So we usually raid him. I should probably find other artists to raid, but I really like raiding Moobs. He's playing Sea of Stars too, and I want to go check it out. So let's do that. And then I'll see you all on Friday for D&D. I'm really excited. And then I'll see you next week for some more happy, fun art times. And I'm gonna go watch all the Tim Burton movies tonight, I think. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time. Okay, let's do the raid. I remember how to do it. I'm so bad, such a bad streamer. You're a streamer. Okay. Did that do it? Did it do it? Okay, we're doing it. Bye, everyone. Go to the raid.